Ever wonder how the maple syrup is extracted from the maple tree? That golden syrup that we all love on pancakes? Today I will be going on a journey to find out how maple syrup is made. So I will be going to a sugar bush. Follow me on this journey and let's see how the sweet sap is extracted. Today's journey takes me to the Long Farm. It's a sugar bush farm in Ottawa, Ontario. Before we get to the maple trees to see the full process, let's have a look at what this farm has to offer. We are now at the entrance. There is an entrance fee, and there are also goodies, well, sweets on sale. There's a shop at the main entrance, and we will take a wagon over to where the maple syrup is extracted. This is all wooded area. It's got just trees, maple trees all over. Follow me on this journey and let's have some fun. Well, we're about approaching the log farm itself, where we will be catching the wagon to take us where we can see the whole process. Let's go. We have more company. There's a horse over there. And it's raining. This is one of the reasons this farm usually have lots of children. Today there are lots of children out. There are lots of families out here with their children. So yeah, it's a real fun place to take children, especially during the breaks. I think this is probably the last week of sugar bush, so we are lucky to make it here. Wow, it's a little cold. It's raining.
And their buddies. Okay, no. Here's your geography lesson. Okay. Here's the Ottawa River. Here's Quebec up here, okay? The city of Ottawa is here. Back in the 1960s, one of the city councilors said, hey, the city's getting bigger. Let's take about a 2-mile swath from the river under the city and back up again. Like a big smile. And say, no building there. So that's the green belt. Now, Barrhaven has jumped over that. See, it's over there. So the NCC, National Capital Commission, owns this. And our family, my daughter and her family, have leased it. They try to make a business of it. So yeah, so one of the farms was the Bradley farm. It's 110 acres. And even we get people sometimes that come visit and say, oh yeah, my great-grandparents used to live there. You know, that's the original. Now it's log, you see log and the between. And they were the buildings were starting to get disrepair. So the NCC gave us all new roofs and chimneys and new foundation just last year. The barns look kind of new. They took the barns down log by log, labeled them, fixed the base underneath, and then put them back up the way they were supposed to be. The open building there, that barn, that's a kids' play area. But you walk straight through to see the horses. You see those ones moving around in the next, that's turkeys there in that next opening. The next opening is rabbits. And you just keep going around. There's sheep and goats, alpacas. So wagon rides out to the sugar bush.
We got a little bit of history about the place. She was quite explicit, and we are taking a short tour as we wait for the wagon. collect the sap from the tree, a small hole is drilled into the tree and the spout is placed into it, or a tap. Once the bucket is full, the sap is carried over to another container where the process begins. The sap is filtered through the white container, removing all impurities such as bugs, and it is put into a steamer where the sugar is extracted, or the syrup is extracted from the white liquid. This is what makes this maple syrup. Maple syrup is extracted in the spring and is usually a 4 to 6 weeks season. The ideal temperature to extract the sap is -5 during the night and 5 degrees during the day. The syrup is collected in the spring. As you can see, the trees are still bare. It is still cold. There are no leaves on the tree. And this is the best time to collect the sap. It is in the spring when the temperature starts getting a little milder. And usually the best time, like I said, is around -5 or so. As it gets warmer, the trees start to get the leaves back. The season for maple syrup is over. I'll definitely try one of those. You'll have one? Yeah. Maple candy is made out of maple syrup. These candies are made with the syrup and placed on snow. Here they have crushed ice to make sure that it's clean. And the candies are placed in there. And the best way to eat it is to roll it into the ice or the snow and eat it. It's yummy with the snow on it. Yeah. I also bought some cotton candy. It's a bit chilly, so it's now time to warm up my hands. I can feel the cold all over. So people are gathered around this fire. That's the beautiful thing about this log farm. There's a fire pit or a campfire where we can warm up our hands. If we're too cold, then we can go back in the forest in search of maple syrup again. The maple syrup sap in today, this farm has buckets, so it collects the sap, and you can take it to where the whole process is done. This is done the old-fashioned way. I bought myself some cotton candy. I really love cotton candy. I've always loved this. This was gifted to me, maple syrup. So this syrup is from the log farm in Ottawa. So it's the log farm, where it's called the log farm, and it's right here in Ottawa. As you can see, 670 Seaview Road. That's in Nepean. Nepean is, yes, Ottawa, part of Ottawa. So this is how maple syrup is made. The sweet sap is extracted from the maple tree. I am not able to show you the whole cycle where it goes from sap to syrup because it's put in an evaporator. The evaporator was on at that time. There was no syrup being poured into bottles at that time. But this is how it's done, from the sap to the container to remove all the impurities. Then it's taken to the evaporating room where the sugar syrup is extracted from the sap and turned into maple syrup.